Towards your end of your career, did you give up some of the sparring or no? Like, did you stop sparring as much?
I just didn't run on my spar days. I never ran on my spar days. Never, because I only ran like 3-4 days a week.
Oh, okay.
Because I ran hard.
Yeah.
So Verge was like, dude, you do everything hard. Jump rope, shadow block. You don't need 7 days a week, 6 days a week. So the days I spar, that's the main focus.
Yeah.
Sparring, and then if we do some floor work after, but.
You were doing with 3 different, like
3, 4 different guys, yeah.
That's what I've been doing. Every time I have my training camp, I'll do 3 different sparrings. 4, 4, and 4. And you know, when in there, when you get the second fresh sparring, you have to adapt to your head. It helps you a lot, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Especially once you get to that third guy and you're able to adapt to 3 people.
I used to hate it though.
Yeah.
They come in fresh.
Yeah. But then that bring the dog out in you.
Yeah, you gotta figure it out. Pop's big on the rounds.
Pops?
Pops is big on a lot of rounds.
The least rounds we did were 11. So the whole camp, 3 different sparring partners, 12 rounds. I was just asking because now, like the new age people, some people say that they don't spar.
It depends on guys who don't take a lot of punishment. You're gonna get hit, but I'm saying like punishment, they shouldn't spar a lot.
Yeah.
You getting beat up in sparring, you shouldn't spar a lot. But if you're a guy that, you know, basically dominates most of it, spar you know.
Between Andre Ward, me, my brother, my dad, and Jason, it's like 150 plus years of boxing, bro.
There's a lot of work in it. We got to remember that the feet are the first line of defense. And, you know, you can have your hands up and you can slip and you can get away from a shot, but sometimes you may slip into a punch, sometimes you may slip and come back into a punch. But if you get good feet, you don't even have to have great feet. You just got to be able to know how to use it and when to use it. If a guy charges me and I take 2 steps backwards, that punch just fell short.
It's like, you move a lot. I think you move a lot when you box.
No, I feel like I move when I need to move.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm what I need to be. Like if you backing up, you tired? Here I come.
Right.
Oh, you gonna be extra aggressive? Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. I'm gonna be what I need to be. Whatever you don't want to do, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna just keep coming the same way. That's why you see people that say, oh, he's a good boxer. All he do is move around though. He don't do nothing creative.
Benavidez versus Zurdo Ramirez.
That's a good fight. I can't wait to see that. I think Benavidez definitely beats Zurdo.
David Benavidez looks focused and well prepared as he gets ready for his cruiserweight bout against Gilberto Ramírez. Training camp is active, and despite being seen as a strong contender, Benavidez is approaching this fight with full discipline. He recently spent time training with Andre Ward, adding experience to his preparation. This fight gives Benavidez a chance to move closer to becoming a 3-division world champion, while Ramirez enters as a proven title holder aiming to defend his position. The event is expected to take place at T-Mobile Arena during Cinco de Mayo weekend. Benavidez has spoken respectfully about Ramirez, noting their past sparring experience. He explained that moving to cruiserweight is part of his plan to grow and take on new challenges. He had been interested in a fight with Dmitry Bivol at light heavyweight, but that matchup did not come together. Now, he sees this upcoming fight as an important step in his career. He also mentioned the significance of competing during Cinco de Mayo weekend, which is often linked to major boxing events.
More than 10 years ago, you were a teenager, you would go to the Rock Gym. You were training at Hill Street in Long Beach. Every now and then you'd go to the gym in Carson. And Zurdo was training there with his former team. He'd walk in, and I remember Randy Robles telling me, Beto, eventually one day those two are going to get at it. I'm like, but man, they're not the same size. He goes, oh, they will be one day. I can't believe we're here at the cruiserweight division. But you hear them both talk about it. We've all seen the pictures of them sparring. And like, sparring is sparring. But David, you knew eventually that one day this was going to happen. Why did you know it was going to happen?
Because he's a top fighter. He's a great fighter as well. You know, I just seen into the future. I was helping him get ready for Arthur Abraham, and we had some great sparring sessions. He was champion for a while. Then he went up to 175. Then he went up to cruiserweight. So I knew Zurdo was gonna be one of those fighters that's gonna be there for a long, long time. You know, he's only had one loss against Bivol. So I knew eventually we're gonna do this. I didn't think we were gonna do it in cruiserweight, but shit, you know, it's even better for me. You know, I'm very excited. I think a fight at cruiserweight between me and Gilberto Ramírez is gonna be, we're gonna be able to showcase both of our talents. We're gonna be able to show it, like, we're not gonna be wagering and nothing like that. So it's gonna be an even better fight. So I'm very excited.
Why move up to cruiserweight?
Because there was nothing else for me at 175 right now. You know, I mean, I could have sat down and waited on the sidelines and wait for Bivol to have his tune-up and then another fight. But like I said, I'm not interested in that. I've been professional 13 years. I've been wanting to get the biggest title, the biggest fights possible. You know, I've been denied a couple times. This was the other biggest fight on the map. Zurdo accepted it like that. So big shout out to him. And you know, I'm just, you know, like I said, I want to make my own lane. I want to achieve.
Both fighters have recognized the importance of this matchup. Benavidez referred to the legacy of fighters like Julio Cesar Chavez and Oscar De La Hoya, who built their careers by facing strong competition. Ramirez also acknowledged Benavidez's abilities while expressing his own goal to compete at the highest level. Both fighters believe that fighting at cruiserweight allows them to perform more naturally, without the strain of strict weight cuts.